Listen, I'm easy to find. And then they can kiss my ass.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Nathan back with another video presentation. Hope you're all well, having a great weekend, staying safe. Have some crazy weather, um, and I hope you have something planned for this Memorial Day weekend. Um, Before we get into the video, there's a few things I need to say up front. I'm still uploading all of season 7, and hopefully we'll be caught up with the uploading process. Hopefully by tonight, if not tomorrow. Um, There's a couple videos I need that will go out probably most likely this evening. Episodes 9, 10, recapping the Warriors versus the Mavs, and then giving a preview for the Game 7 tomorrow, Boston versus Miami. I got that guarantee right. I knew that was going to go to Game 7. The Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals check in, and then we're going to get into the Ravens and the Washington Commanders. So you still call them the Washington football team. As OTAs have started for the NFL, so be tuned in for those videos. But as you see in the title for this video, it is a preview for the Washington Mystics versus the Connecticut Sun Commissioner Cup matchup. So Alicia Clark will not be participating in this game as she is out due to health and safety protocols, which is kind of starting to hit some teams. Last night, the Seattle Storm did not have Sue Bird. She's also on the health and safety protocol list. It's kind of been hitting some teams kind of out of nowhere. And Elena Deladon's not playing. She's out. She's resting. They seem to have their schedule when she's going to rest and when game she's going to play. So Coach T said it. That's about 33% of our scoring right there, not in this game. So the key, I think, is looking for others to score, whether that's off the bench, whether that's the starters. Now he's going out there with Natasha Cloud, Ariel Atkins, Kennedy Burke, Maisha Hines-Allen, and Shakira Austin. That's a pretty good lineup because Connecticut, it kind of changes the game plan because Jasmine Thomas is out for the remaining of the season due to she tore her ACL. So they got Natisha Heidemann out there with Alyssa Thomas, Courtney Williams, John Paul Jones, and DeWanna Bonner. That's a big lineup. They can practically play big. What's going on, Sean Spencer? What's going on? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's a lineup. That is a big lineup. That really, I think it comes down to a couple things. Commit early, stay out of foul trouble. Number one, create turnovers, and just hit shots. I think that those are the three keys. If I'm Washington, I take advantage of that because I'm looking at the numbers. Like I said, without Elena and Maisha, we're just the scoring is going to come from some other place. It's going to come from other place, whether it's Kennedy, whether it's Ariel. We all know Ariel's going to go out there and shoot the ball. Maisha, we need Rory Machida to shoot the ball. Like, really, really need everybody in here. We need a choir of everyone to step it up. So, and also too, because Connecticut, that's a big lineup. So you're gonna have to kill. We're gonna out rebound them. I think that's another key, and I think that's it. Stay out of foul trouble. Get them in foul trouble early. Rebounding and creating turnovers. I think that's key. If the Washington Mystics can do that, I think they'll win the game. I mean, just looking at that Connecticut roster, I just feel bad for them because they have. I do believe that they're going to get back to the championship. It just really, really sucks that last year they lost Alyssa Thomas to an Achilles. and now Jasmine Thomas. Now, I do think that without Elena, um, I think they're still learning to play without her, but there's still rooms of improvement. I would say, and I agreed with what Coach T said on the media call. Yes, was it yesterday? Yes, it's about a B plus. It can use some work, particularly from the three. We when we beat Atlanta, we took 20. I believe we took. I think as a cohesive unit, we got to improve. We made 7 threes, only took 20 out of 22. That's got to change. Compare where we only took 16 and only made 3. So there is some improvements. But also, too, the last time we saw them, I think we turned the ball over 13 times compared to their 23, Connecticut. I think that was the last time we saw them. I just think, again, it goes back to just making the shots. The offense really has to be on point, has to be cohesive. When I watched them beat Atlanta the other night, they beat them by 20. Like, I'd say the only thing, and he said this too, Coach T, was you can use Kennedy Burke to play the guard the 2, 3, 4, and the 5. I don't really see like matchups in this game, but I do think that what I saw was a defensive minded game plan. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, defense wins championships. Like, they made Atlanta they made Atlanta really work hard for their shots. And I think also too they made a conscientious effort, like, to give Natasha a conscious effort to make sure everybody was getting some touches on the ball. Like, that's key. I thought we did a fantastic job on Ryan Howard. I've never seen I was just completely shell shocked. The type of defensive game we had on her. Now, you're not going to see that tonight. I think you're going to see what I said before. I think you're going to see a balanced offense. They got to be communicating. They got to hit all strides early. They can do that. I think they'll be okay. Elena, I believe, what was it? I think hit her 4,000th point in that game. I looked at just the numbers. Atlanta just had just a bad game. They shot under 36% from the field, and then they were abysmal, particularly in the first half, 25%. That can't happen. But I think it starts with the defense. Defense wins. If the Mystics get it right, they're going to win tonight. But I'm really curious to see how they'll look guarding DeWanna Bonner, most improved player last year, Brianna Jones, and kind of seeing like how now that without Jasmine Thomas, how Connecticut would look. Kurt Miller's not out there, and there's somebody else because they're on health and safety protocols as well. So interesting game. But I will say that the Washington Mystics will beat the Connecticut Sun. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to give it 79-70.
Guaranteed.
So you got the games on now. Monumental Sports Network is also on Facebook. Check it out if you aren't already. I do think that this Mystic team is still figuring some things out, but there's a lot of balance scoring-wise. And like I said, when you get everybody back healthy and everyone's back on their as a cohesive unit, I think we're going to put the league on notice. Because we're all looking at last year and this year, last year we leaned a lot on Tina Charles. But again, a lot of that also too was injuries, and you really couldn't rely on anyone else to score. Not taking shots at Ariel, Maisha, or Natasha on that team. I'm just saying you didn't really have a bench, and there were a lot of times where, yeah, it just was no one could really touch the ball. So, I mean, I feel like this is a better. This team is starting to pick it up. So, that being said, my closing message, like I said, be on the lookout for those episodes, as I stated earlier. I took a little bit of time yesterday, kind of contemplated that I want to should I take a hiatus from YouTube and other social media all around, because there's past few weeks there's been things I've heard and I've seen that I'm learning that I have to move on from, and understand that this is a passion of mine, and that this is my story, and this is what just striving for greatness and just putting the dedication and hard work into something that I love to do, and that's wanting to be a journalist. That's what I want to do. I want to. This has been my focus. It actually goes back to elementary school. I kid you not. But my message is, one: if you have a dream and you want to be something, go for it. Don't let anybody or anything get in your way to show that, see, you're not capable of doing this, because you are capable of doing it. So I just wanted to put that out there. But also too, you know, don't be afraid to reach out, network, ask for help, and just figure something and just take it from there. You got this, and you will see the doors will open. If one door closes, another will open. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, I'm going to enjoy the game. I'll be back at y'all after the post-game media availability. I lost my train of thought there. But until then, I will see y'all in the next episode. Stay up.
Listen, I'm easy to find.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.